Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, guys. This is going to be my Elliot Wave Count for pound yen, pound dollar, and gold. But first of all, any views, opinions, or suggestions that are expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. Also got to mention Euro USD as well. My apologies. So Euro USD, let's just get started here. It's on the higher time frame. So for the past about a week or 2 weeks or so, we've seen some sort of small move to correction towards the upside. And I've been saying that we eventually hit towards these lows again. I still think that it will be still be that I still be that that will still be the case. It's just a matter of timing essentially, and we're essentially going to keep going towards the downside. However, in terms of the short term, we could possibly see this market essentially push towards the upside a little bit more, especially this being a correction as well. So just watch out for this correction towards the upside before it then starts shooting towards the downside. But nevertheless, collectively in terms of the short term, we are going to be moving towards the upside. In terms of the long term, we're still bearish, but nevertheless, in terms of the 4 hour time frame, we could say, for example, this could be, a move to the upside, maybe a ending diagonal right here, wave one, and then we have this possible as a B, C, W. We can have this as a complex structure, come down again into a flat like that, and then possibly go up higher, and then we start seeing the market move towards the downside. Or this could also be a continuation. So we see the market come up here, then come back down in three waves, shoot up one more time, and then eventually shoot towards the downside. So just be very, very careful. We have been breaking market structure along the way as well, and we've also broken the market structure here as well. So we could start to see a deep correction towards the upside incoming. And yeah, in terms of short term upside, long term we're still bearish. Um, let's go into pound dollar. So pound dollar, I've decided to say that this is OWX and this is the wave Y, which is perfectly fine. Wave Y can either reach 61.8%, 100%, or even 1.23.6%. And this reached the 618%. And what we're seeing now is essentially a move towards the downside in three waves, and this will be corrective. So essentially, what we're going to see is the market possibly keep on pushing towards the downside to eventually hit these lows, which I think will happen eventually. However, at the same time, we are in corrective mode here. So, in terms of the wave count here, I'm going to assume that this is essentially a wave W, a wave X, a wave Y. We are currently in another X. Maybe that this will be expanded flat or something, and then we're coming out for one more push down to a wave Z. And if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. What we might get is a three-wave move to the upside and then shoot down again, or we could eventually finish this, and that's essentially the wave. So WXY into a wave A, a three-wave move here, and then we're getting a B here, and then we're coming up for one more shoot towards upside for a wave C. With that being said, I would say short term, um, you're probably seeing some more upside coming in, but we'll probably be in correction, so just be careful. And in terms of long term, still bearish towards these lows. That's what I'm targeting. So probably around the 1.8 area, 1.18 sorry, area is more likely we're going to hit. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for the sellers more than the buyers. Let's go into gold. So gold has been moving a bit funny, especially after the Israeli and Palestine war has decided to take on place and become a bit more chaotic, especially what's happening now. Um, and I'm assuming that we're going to start to see gold prices shooting high. I did mention in my previous videos that one of the banks, I forgot which bank it was, and they projected to see that the gold prices will hit around 2,100, so 2,200 to 2,300 level, possibly $2,400 an ounce. So what I've been saying, essentially, we have a nice ABC here. We've got another ABC, or sorry, a WXY here, and what we could possibly see is this eventually pushing towards more towards the upside. And if the wave 4 has completed here, which is what I'm assuming, we're essentially going to see this essentially correct and then keep pushing towards the upside towards those levels. So in terms of where I see the market going in terms of the short term, um, you know I'm not necessarily saying that my old analysis is correct. We could possibly see the market push one more huge towards the downside before we get that huge reversal back up again. That is still on the table, but at the same time, you want to just be a bit more careful, especially what's happening with the war. And I'm more prone to say that we are going to be completely bullish, especially what we see here happening. It's just been moving extremely bullish towards the upside, breaking market structure level here. So, and we have this market structure break towards the upside. It did not come to take out these lows. It was very, very very close to, but it hasn't. So nevertheless, I did say we'd come towards these lows in one of my previous videos. We just came shy of that. We started to shoot extremely bullish towards the upside. So we could possibly see the market eventually give us that sort of correction coming back down in three waves, to then continue moving towards the upside. And that will probably be the most likely case, since we have been breaking market structure, and as well at the same time this has been moving extremely impulsively towards the upside. And in terms of fundamentally as well, we probably will start to see gold prices shooting even more higher. Um, with that being said, in terms of short term, I'll probably start to say, since we have a huge bullish move towards that side, it needs time to correct. We're gonna start seeing some sort of ABC correction coming into play. But in terms of the long term, we are still very bullish. But yeah, that's gold. Um, Pound yen. So pound yen has been moving sort of in my way. We're getting some sort of sideways move right here. As you can see, this is moving extremely sideways. And what that basically says to me is just, impulse correction right here. Probably make one more move up towards the upside before they get one more push towards the downside, taking these lows hopefully in terms of where I see the market direction happening now. I am going to be looking at this pair throughout the week to see if it does give me a nice setup to go short. I'll probably target in these levels right here, as well as this level is probably the ultimate target, and we could possibly see this market eventually push more towards the upside if it wants to give us that. Nevertheless, we do have a nice, you can say, an A, a B, and then this is a wave 1 here, a wave 2, and then this is the wave 3 coming in for that wave 4, and then that'll probably give us a nice ending diagonal or something like that, and then we shoot up to the upside, taking out these highs. In terms of long term, we could see pound yen hit 200 before we see a huge crash coming in towards the downside. So nevertheless, in terms of in the short term, I'll probably say a bit more bullish in terms of the short time frame. So short time frame, bullish, maybe a bit more higher. In terms of the longer time frame, bearish. In terms of the overall trend of where we're still heading, the whole market is still quite bullish, so still going more towards the upside. It's kind of following the same pattern as pound dollar, even though they're not necessarily correlated as much. It is still a pound pair, both of them. It's just one's just one the currency here, which is JPY, and the other one's USD. But nevertheless, I genuinely believe that we are going to see some huge downside moves coming in with this pair, bringing this market towards the downside, taking out these lows before we start to see that market move towards the upside. So for me, this is going to be probably the pair that I'm going to be trading for this week. Now, at the same time, if the market does give us, let's say, a move, just get rid of some of this, bear with me. If the market gives us a move where it comes up, comes down a bit, and then it just starts shooting up again like that, then that to me is three waves. We have three waves here, or WXYXZ here, or you can call it an ABC or WX, whatever you want to call it. For me, I just see this as a nice WXY or an ABC, and then we're getting three waves right here coming in. That would basically be three, and then we get one more push towards the downside, and then we shoot up. There's also a possibility as well. But nonetheless, yeah, I'll probably be looking for the shorts for this pair for this week and see what happens. We are, in my opinion, if you look onto the hourly time frame, we have a nice sort of move here. This could be a wave one here, wave two, wave three, wave four, then a wave five, and then we have this more move here as our A, B, C right here, and then what we have here is kind of like a triangle here. So this is what I'm assuming what we're seeing right here. There we go. So we essentially have a WXY and A B C D E as just finished. That's the B, and then we're coming up for one more push as a C, A B C, and then we're gonna eventually shoot towards the downside. So just wait for this sort of A B C to correction, just or essentially to finish. Eventually, I'll probably see maybe these levels right here being taken out. So around here, these highs. So once this market comes towards here, retests of the trend line, if I get nice price action, I'm going to eventually look to sell this market towards the downside, and hopefully we can make some profit there. I hope you guys did that my analysis. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys have any charts that may be of interest to you as well as me, you know what, send them put them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to look at them for the next video. I do have a Patreon, which is now £20. If you guys are ever interested in joining my Discord server, I've only got one person in the Discord. I'll be 100% honest with you, I'm not necessarily saying you have to join. But I really want to create a community of people that that I definitely want to become Elliot Wave theorists as well. There is a lot of content in there that I personally put on there, as well as I'm gonna obviously over time increase the content as well, as I have time to do so. But nevertheless, I really want to create a community of traders. I really want to create a community of Elliot Wave theorists as well. And who knows where this goes. Only God knows where this goes. So inshallah, it does go very, very well for me. And I want to see hopefully a lot more people in the server, hopefully. But nevertheless, I hope you guys do like my analysis. As I mentioned, please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys until the next one. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.